Teenage Driving by Arden Gilbert.
Teenage driving is an important responsibility for young adults. There are many bad things that can happen when teenagers drive. Many teenagers choose to drink and drive, text when driving, and listening to music too loudly. Accidents will happen because they aren't paying enough attention. However, when teenagers have the freedom to drive, their parents are free from driving them around. This builds their independence. Many times they need to pay for their own gas and cost of driving a car. Texting is another bad activity that teenagers do while driving. There are more and more accidents each year from texting and driving. According to the website Teen Car Accidents, over 5,000 teenagers between 16 and 20 die each year due to fatal injuries caused by car accidents. Many teens think they won't get hurt or killed while texting, but these teens think otherwise.
Your whole life.
I text my mom as soon as I get someplace and when I'm leaving, so she knows that when I'm leaving somewhere, I'm getting in the car and not to contact me.
When teenagers drive under the influence of drugs, they may drive much faster and don't care as much, or the opposite may occur and they could be very paranoid, which also isn't any good. When teenagers have their friends in the car, they lose their focus. All of these behaviors result in many teenage car accidents each year. Another challenge of teenage driving is the higher cost of car insurance. Car insurance for boys usually costs more because they tend to drive faster, not wear seatbelts, and are distracted more than girls. The type of car that may cost more for insurance is the Honda Civic. It will cost $2,162 per year for car insurance. Most likely, a teenager is going to get into a car accident for many reasons. Some may drive over the speed limit and hit someone, or they will have a bunch of other friends in the car and become distracted and not see a red light and run. All of these behaviors result in many teenage car accidents each year. There are some teenagers that will follow the law because they are young and scared to get in trouble because they might get their car taken away, so they can't drive anymore. There are also some teenagers that will be more alert while driving than other people because they might be paranoid and always be looking for people walking or other cars and stuff like that. There are many ways to be a safe driver, but one of the ways is to wear a seatbelt to be safe. Parents will ask their kid to go pick something up from the store, and they have to depend on themselves to go get the grocery. When a teenager gets a car and they are allowed to drive it, they will become self-reliant. They are going to start driving themselves to school, so that might be different to them because they have to depend on themselves. Teenagers that want to get their license have to take a class to get it. If you're 15 years old, you have to take a test to get your permit, but you have to drive with an adult. When you're 16 years old, you take another class to get your driver's license, but you have to keep taking that. When a teenager drops out of high school before they get their license, they can't get it by the law. If they drop out and then try to go get it, they won't let them because they dropped out of high school. So this might help some teenagers that do not know this, because who don't, they might go and drop out and then try to go get their driver's license and can't. I think if you drop out of high school and you have your license, I think the law might take it away. This might help young teenagers who want their driver's license but also want to drop out, and they know that if they do, they can't get their driver's license, so this might help young teens.